Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. In this video, I am going to be doing a full Raze guide. In this part of the video, I will be showing you guys all of Raze's utils. So if you already know, skip ahead if you guys want to know how to play Raze at the highest level possible. The first ability we're going to be showing is going to be the Boombot. The Boombot is a really good ability in clearing close angles and getting any sort of damage in that you can. If I'm entering a site, if this is the entry, I want to be able to not have to clear this angle or clear this angle when I push. So basically, the Boombot does have a pretty wide range on when they're going to be able to see people. So I basically just want to throw it in this corner. It'll clear anyone in that corner, and then it'll keep going. So the only thing I have to do is clear this when I run out. The next ability is going to be her satchels, and these are really great for creating space and maybe messing up the opponent. So basically, the best thing you can do with Raze, especially being the duelist, is you're able to basically create a lot of space for your team in being able to combine the two satchels together and taking that space. So if I want to entry somewhere, I basically would just throw them down and satchel across, and I'm able to get a lot of space in a short time frame, so my teammates can run up behind me, either trade me or just get on site for free. Another thing you can do with satchels, which not a lot of people actually do, is you're able to throw them and move the enemies so that when they're shooting, they're going to get moved and their crosshair is going to be severely messed up, and then it's going to be a lot easier for you to get the kill. The next ability is going to be a super good ability, and it is going to be her paint shells or her nade, whatever. The best thing that you can do with Raze nade is try not to waste it. It is such a good ability, you don't want to just throw it wherever and get zero impact out of it. A big thing I like to do with it is combo it with the double satchels. So if I'm going to exit out of here and I don't want to get shot from a certain angle, I can throw it. They're going to be worried about the nade, and I'm basically going to be able to get out for free because they're worried about the nade, so they're going to be backing up, not wanting to take damage. It also does a lot of damage, so if you know exactly where someone is, you can throw it and they'll have to move from it. You can peek off of it and you're able to kill them while they're getting shot by it, and they're dead. Her last ability is kind of a weird one. It is going to be her ult, and it if you talk to any higher ranked player, they're going to say it's either the best ult in the game or the worst ult in the game. There's really no in between. It does a lot of damage. It is a rocket. It has a long time. You pull it out, you see someone, you shoot. The only problem is it doesn't always do the same damage, no matter how close it is to someone. You can shoot it on their head and it will do 0 damage. So a big thing that a lot of players like to do is you pull it out, you throw it on a satchel, you combo it, and you're able to get across and basically shoot someone with a nade. Another thing is that a lot of people also don't know about is if you want to have the ult have a less retake time, you throw it in your first satchel, you satchel, you pull out your second one, and it basically pulls out instantly, if you guys could tell. Breeze. Now this is probably the worst map I can pick Raze on. Raze is really good on close quarters maps. Any map like Haven, Ascent, Bind, those are all going to be super good maps for Raze. It's really hard because her util, her nade is really good in a blast radius, so any close range angle, I'm gonna have to try and adapt my playstyle and how I play Raze. I'm gonna have to try to adapt that and kind of force myself to play a little bit outside the box here, especially on a bigger map like this. And before you guys say, oh, he's on an alt account, he's smurfing, this is my OG alt account. It is still in Radiant Immortal Elo. So I'm trying to think on how I can really use Raze nade here. My main goal is literally just getting onto site as fast as I can here with my harbor util.
I'm gonna try to find ult again.
Yeah, I was about to say, that guy should be dead. That guy should be dead.
Mid door one, maybe two. Oh, the whole team is dead. 64 Viper.
One enemy remaining.
Bulldog right next to you, Raze.
I was kind of afraid because, obviously you want to use Raze nade, especially if you're playing, Bind, throwing it a short, off noise. Using your nade and, util that in situations like that where it's just, one singular choke point and it's kind of hard to fuck it up, I guess. But with this, there's, nowhere specifically where you can throw it, especially on attack. I was kind of thinking I was just going to, random throw it in, a corner. But honestly, I'm really liking on how I'm using it.
I'll catch her.
Backside's the...
He ran back though.
Fucking 35.
80 Viper.
one close.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Nice try.
He's holding me? No way, man.
Viper back.
I didn't know the guy main had died. I knew
I
Jet
can
was
just
still
instant
alive. It was Jet,
Hopefully
Reyna,
maybe.
Chamber, and I thought Reyna and Jet were both main, and Jet was still alive. I wanted to nade right here, so I wasn't gonna be able to get pushed while I fought the Chamber backside. But so yeah, also the big thing with Raze is if you figure out where they play a lot, using your nade to clear it, because like obviously I don't want to like just waste my nade. This Viper plays all around these like left back angles of B, so if I just throw my nade there, it kind of creates the pressure on him where he's forced to like move out of his spot, and then it may be an easier kill.
Could be.
Satchel out.
It's tough.
Satchel out.
Huh.
Go get him.
Box, 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 box.
One bridge, one bridge.
I have ulti.
We're so fucked here.
I'm in a late round mid west side.
Jet's grounded. One enemy remaining.
You guys are
Last mid doors, mid door.
Box, mid doors.
Let me kill him. No! That was actually so sick. No! Raze util is honestly pretty straightforward. The main things I'm trying to do on Raze is just create space. On attack, it's different from defense, obviously, as it is like all duelists. But on attack, I'm really just trying to create space while clearing everything that I can while entering. When I'm double satcheling onto like B here, I'm clearing this, I'm clearing this. I'm the first one out, making space for my entire team to push out. So as soon as I get like up here, my team knows this is clear. All this is clear. They don't have to worry about this. I'm already there. And then if I do know someone's there, I can just nade like this spot right here. With you guys can barely see, but I can nade like right here. I can nade half wall. I can nade tunnel. I can do whatever I can to like kind of create that space and make it safer for my teammates to push out onto site without dying.
Chambers push the bubble.
Nest right now. Nest right now.
Oh,
She's dinked.
stuck left side, left side, stuck left side.
Dinked. Oh, he peeked tunnel.
Boom.
I think it's Viper alone on B.
There could
I've got
be
your
a
trail.
nest outside.
Door.
Here comes them. One enemy remaining.
I'll just
Last
go
one
in.
B player.
Last one's a B player.
So it's just
I'll just take one.
Where's one sim?
Oh, he spawned.
bridge, halls.
He's in the door.
No, 90. Really was able to open up that round for us. This is going to be probably something that a lot of higher ranked players agree with. Raze ult is either the best ult in the game or the absolute worst ult in the game. You can throw it on top, you can shoot it on top of someone and it just doesn't kill them. The best way to utilize Raze ulti like perfectly is to just use it in a situation like that. Use it where you can open up rounds. We were down numbers and I was able to get the kill on the Raze ult and then also flick to the Jet and kill him. So using it in times like that is just like really helpful.
Jet mid.
He's red.
Spike down.
Flank,
A.
one flank. So the one cave.
Hopping stairs, hopping stairs. What's the...
Jet's flank.
Good call.
I have the spike.
I got it.
One stairs.
One enemy remaining. For me.
He should also be
115.
over there,
Yellow,
Stairs.
Stairs.
Okay, done.
Nice.
yeah.
But yeah, and that is, it's really difficult too, especially when like they're opping and you don't really have like smokes or a flash to get him. The only way I was able to really get him off the angle from holding me was nading him. Yeah, it is difficult because it's not going to work every time, but using any sort of utility you can in a situation like that. Defense is going to be weird on this map because they can just go mid. The best place for me to be is B, just because there's this whole choke point right here, and especially if I want to get an early nade off, this choke point is just going to be really helpful for me. I do think there is better agents for this map than Raze, most definitely. Her util's really good. It's just mainly really good in like close corners, close combat, bind, descend, Lotus. Like any of those maps are going to be super good for Raze. I'm going to try and do an aggressive play mid. They're not taking mid as much. I'm going to try to do an aggressive double satchel mid and basically just get all of that mid control early on.
Satchel out.
Viper wall.
Satchel out. Next.
Nice.
He's gonna flash through.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, what's
They're
out
playing.
already?
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Never mind, my team's the greatest. Little like micro adjustments like that in your gameplay can really help your defense out a lot. They weren't taking mid control as much, or if they were, there was one person lurking.
Damn. It's
So
not
I'm
bad,
able
huh?
to double satchel mid, get the info, but also
that
kill
was
the
nice
guy
work.
mid, and that basically stops
Well,
their
we're getting
mid
revenge
split,
on
and it
Raze.
just makes it so much easier for us.
Nothing.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Headshot.
You do have to be careful though, because once you do once you play aggressive, like really aggressive once, they're gonna kind of expect you to do it again. Like especially right there, I did it again, and the Viper was kind of ready for it. Especially, well, I mean, he did hear me, so they are gonna kind of expect me to like double satchel.
Here comes it.
Nice. Back up if you can.
Using that insta is just
One
so
window.
difficult. It's so hard to like kind of find out where they're gonna be. You kind of just have to guess. I feel like a lot of it's just a guessing game.
Grenade.
Yeah, they're here. Viper wall.
Revealing area.
At least 3.
I'll anchor A.
30 seconds left. Three for me.
One more, and 67 on chamber.
That's
70
well.
on chamber.
Chamber's 1 HP.
One enemy remaining.
Your main goal as a duelist on defense is never to hold down a site by yourself. Your main goal as a duelist on defense is to try and get that early info, take an early fight, win the fight, and then get out and live. That is your main goal as a duelist on defense. For anyone wondering, that is what you're supposed to do. Kind of
Nice picks.
Grenade. One enemy remaining.
that nade was only used to
Spike
clear
down.
this, so I don't have to
Was
worry
one
about it
enemy.
when I push up.
Amen.
Yeah, she was. Or someone was.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Are you on Viper?
One enemy remaining. Spike
No
down
shot should
A.
that have worked. No shot should that have worked. No shot should that have worked. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, honestly, really good first game. I was kind of afraid about using Raze on Breeze, but honestly, I think the biggest thing that you can do as like Raze on a bigger map like Breeze is kind of just waiting until you know where they are to use your util. Wait until you know where they are, and then you can use your util to kind of help you take better fights and clear out angles for your team to then push onto site. This is going to be an interesting one. I have played Sunset before. I am on the map Sunset. I've never played Raze on this map, and I think it is going to really test my ability to adapt, and that is what a lot of that goes for any agent. You have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to adapt on what map you're playing. You have to be able to adapt on how the enemy's playing, on how they play, where they take, what they do. You are always needing to adapt when you play any agent in any game you play, no matter if it's Apex, no matter like whatever it is. In any team-based game, you have to be able to adapt to the way they're playing, to the way you're playing. Some days you're gonna have a bad game. You're gonna not be able to aim that day. You're gonna, you know, be brainless, run it down, do whatever. Change the way you play. You're gonna have to do everything you can to try and help you and your team win the game.
I think they're both mid.
Yeah, they were. Omen was mid. I hit Omen 30.
There you go, you guys win.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Nice Raze.
And a big piece of advice I can give to anyone, if you lose pistol round and you're on attack, the biggest thing that'll help you guys win the round is splitting up, finding gaps in their defense that they don't know that they have. I was able to walk up A there and walk into their spawn, basically.
One spike.
40.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god.
Last one's flank? Yeah, last one's flanking. He has a gun now. He's tired. You can swim up
Last
the Raze.
player standing.
Basically, what I did there was, and this is kind of what you want to do a lot of the time, especially on like smaller maps, it really helps. I threw my boombot. I made sure I knew, like, you know, obviously it's not going to work every time, but I threw my boombot here, made sure to clear like all of these angles, this corner. Like if they're over here, most likely they're going to shoot it. I threw my nade over here to basically protect me while I'm double satcheling. They're basically having to back up off my nade.
Go B.
I'm tipping there.
One enemy remaining.
Oh wait, we have Deathlock with.
Oh shit, I'm on a bum. Fuck.
Satchel out.
Oh fuck.
Be anywhere.
I'm still getting used to this map, guys. Okay. I've only played Reyna on this map. I've played this map about 6 times, and I've only played Reyna on it, so...
Take flight.
Good game.
There's 2 here. Omen's here too.
Got one.
Revealing area.
Satchel out. One enemy remaining.
You always want to make sure too, if it's around like that where you don't really, you know, have a chance to use your util, you always want to make sure you're always using your util. Like, you always want to make sure you're using some sort of util if you have it. I have a nade, I'm going to throw it while I double satchel. I have a boombot, I'm going to use it to clear these close angles. I have, you know, satchels, I'm going to use it to entry into sight and take
Bro, you're
space.
jamming.
I want to try something. I'm going to go mid, and I'm going to double satchel into their spawn.
Satchel out.
Nice.
Let's go B.
Wait, watch out, Deadlock, you have bomb.
It is your job as the duelist to create a momentum change. We were taking B almost every round, rushing B almost every round, and it is your job as a duelist to switch it up and kind of change the momentum and change how you guys want to play. So basically, what I'm just trying to do is trying to get the opening. I'm trying to get the opening pick. As the duelist, it is your main job to take the initiating fight and win it. As soon as you have numbers, the round becomes so much easier to win. This just goes to show everyone how impactful a duelist could be. If I was playing worse than this, do you guys think we would be up 8-2? If you have a duelist that is able to entry, create space, and win his gunfights, it makes your games so much easier. And if you can become that duelist and play how you want to play, but still being able to do all that, it makes your life so much easier.
Reyna should be market.
One enemy remaining.
On site.
Spike down Down B.
Nice.
You're so good, Reese.
Another big thing too is I see a lot of players make the mistake, no matter what rank it is. You don't want to do a play that you don't have to. I had util there that I could have used. I could have boombotted this, walked across here. They didn't know I was here. If I would have done that, then it would have made it a lot harder to win the round, because then they would have been expecting me and maybe not have planted or done what they did.
Defenders win.
The main thing I can say with Raze is that she is a super powerful duelist in creating space and getting damage for your team. If you're able to take that space with your nade, with your boombot, double satchel, do whatever you can to take that space for your team, clear the close angles, make sure your team has the easiest time running out of sight as possible so that they can help you. You guys can get kills and you can win the round, trade each other, do whatever. I think Raze is a super powerful duelist, and if you guys did enjoy this Raze guide, make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.